Is anybody else feeling a bit of chaotic Aries energy out there? Oh my goodness, what a day it has been, and what an Aries season. So I am showing up here in service to grounding into what we'd like to harvest through this chaotic time and really set the intentions for moving forward and what needs to be let go. There's kind of this sense of the beginning of the end. So we're going to get into some Aries Black Moon readings in this video. But first, for those of you who have not met me before, I am Kira Lani, and if you are here with me live, let me know you're here, or on the replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I reside in Ashland, Oregon currently, and I always like to look out the window and see what the weather's doing. It's pretty cloudy and cold out here today. Our spring has been like this, and whew, what a wild ride Aries season has been. So again, I am Kira Lani, and I am a multidimensional healer, a visionary, and I am on a mission to empower visionary women and healers to fully embody their soul's mission, their soul essence, their full expression, healing those core wounds that get in the way of really making the impact that we came here to make. Because if you are following me, if you are even just finding me, I'm going to guess that you also have felt a deep calling. And I am so grateful to currently be surrounded by a community of like-minded visionaries who really want to change the paradigm of how we as humans do business on this planet. So you may be being called in here today for healing, physical, emotional, spiritual, ancestral. That is one of my gifts, to bring through wisdom and connection to what is true and real and alive. And you may be called in today to connect with me because you are seeking a way to really finance your greater mission and are tired of doing it alone. So I have an intention today, and really I'm setting this intention in the Black Moon eclipse energy that is so wild and crazy, to really plant a stake in the ground for myself as a healer and an entrepreneur who has been through all the stuff and continuing to weather the storms here right alongside you. I am putting a stake in the ground that I will show up in service in the way that Spirit is calling me. And I trust you to reach out to me if there's something that you feel calling you in deeper, and you would like to see what it might feel like to work on your personal healing journey alongside me, to see what it might look like to join my team of high level, high ticket affiliate marketers who bring electrolyzed, reduced water to the world in order to finance this greater mission, to bring resources into the hands of visionaries, of women, of healers, and really of all people who are grassroots, because it is time for a new world. And, this is kind of a semi-astrology, semi-nature spirit space here that Kira Lani inhabits. And it is time for freedom fighters to unite and claim the right to sovereignty in this human form. we have been in the control of forces greater than us, and to some degree, maybe we always will, but not if we really choose to take a stand for ourselves. So I am taking radical responsibility for my life, and I invite you to do the same. Thank you all for saying hello. And Candy, hello. Nice to see you. Natalie, it's cold in England. Candy's in Mexico. Sweet. I wonder how it is down there. Penny is also in the UK. Happy new moon. And I had a request from Florentine Bishops, who is somewhere in Europe and wasn't able to make our session today to have a reading. So I am offering personal readings to anyone who's here with me live. So let your friends know we're here, share this out, and let me know if you would like to be the recipient of a personal live reading as we drop into the ritual space together. So I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to have a drink of water, and then I'm going to open a ritual space here. I'm going to burn some things in honor of the beautiful, fiery, crazy Aries energy that we are getting right now as we enter into the fullness of the eclipse, the newness of the moon, and the fullness of the eclipse. And what an extra powerful one it is this time, with it being the second new moon in the Aries season, and the sun and moon will be entering into Taurus from Aries. And I'd love to hear, before we actually dive all the way into the ritual space, and I shared a little bit of my intentions with all of you, and we'll drop into intentions more deeply together. But I'd love to hear if anyone out there has been having some wild experiences today or in the last couple weeks. I really had a lot of opportunity to look really deeply at my goals and my commitment to myself, and what am I willing to do to make that commitment consistent. And it's really exciting to feel like I'm harnessing this Aries energy. And just to be like fully real and transparent, I was born with both Mars and Chiron in Aries. So I have been feeling this Aries season. It has been bringing everything up to the surface for me to deal with, and really looking at the patterns that I've allowed, the excuses that I've been making for myself, and really asking me to take radical responsibility for my life. I wonder if anyone else out there has had some big life stuff come up that has really invited you into a deeper understanding of yourself, or a recognition of patterns that need to be laid down, or a recognition of how you need to step up to a new place in your life. Or maybe you have something really exciting that you're just getting started on. I'd love to hear from some of you, and I'm seeing the requests for readings coming in. So I'm again going to start with opening a ritual space with some sacred herbs and some sacred sounds and some prayers and intentions. And then I will be connecting with the Tree Gong Healing Network, as I sometimes call it, the ancient wisdom beings that reside in the bodies and the communities of trees and forests around the entire world. So wherever you are on this beautiful earth, you are connected to a piece of this network of ancient wisdom guardians, also known as tree people. So as we enter into this ritual space, I really invite you to connect with the trees that you know in your neighborhood, or the trees that you remember from your childhood, or the trees outside your windows, because this is really where the wisdom is going. This is a wisdom connection for all of us. I am not unique in my connection with trees. It's an ancient human foundation of spirituality to connect with trees, because trees are wisdom keepers. Trees are holders of space for us, because they live a lot longer than we do. Some of them live 500,000 years, even the oldest ones. And our lifespan is just like a flash to them. Mm. Mm. Ionized water is the best. If you are not drinking hydrogen-rich water yet, ask me how. You too can have the most powerful antioxidant in your water bottle every single day, healing from the inside out. All right, in honor of this black moon, Aries eclipse, I wanted to start the ritual by burning a little bit of sweetgrass, because I'm feeling there's some, how was it coming through to me earlier? I have been feeling some energy of those who have passed, perhaps in the recent months and perhaps in the recent years. I'm sensing, there's a mass wave of loved ones who have gone home since 2020 and even just before. I'm recognizing those who left in 2019, like my sister. There was a sense of knowing they didn't want to live through that. Not knowing consciously, but a deeper knowing, right? So sweetgrass is traditionally burned as a way to assist the journey home for spirits who have passed. And there's a deeper sense of healing ancestral traumas. So I invite everyone here to take a moment to honor in silence your loved ones and all those in our greater collective family. And spiraling protection around our circle as we gather here in sacred ceremony together, even as we may be separate, we are together. So visualizing a circle, we are sitting in circle in sacred ceremony as our ancestors have done for eons. So taking a moment to honor those lineages and to recognize the human lineage that we all share, that we all are a family. I'm feeling a really strong invitation to tune into the back of the heart, the place where your energy wings grow. In traditional Chinese medicine, the heart is the seat of the fire element. So hearing an invitation to drop into your heart and feeling that fiery energy of the south coming forward to hold the back of your heart, to gently stoke the fire of your passion and to really connect you to your deeper soul intention. There's a really powerful calling to honor that deep inspiration, the deeper inspiration that maybe you didn't even remember was there. So I'm feeling an invitation to go back to childhood. So this Black Moon ritual is coming through very interesting because I'm inviting a reverse cycling. So we started in the south, now honoring the energy of the east, of new beginnings. We're in that energy of Aries, the fire starter, the igniter. So what is being ignited with the fresh new energy of the new day? And taking that fresh new energy and through that lens of newness, looking to the north at the dark time of winter and what has been held in your heart through that time, through the winter. And what did you harvest from the west last autumn? What did you perhaps not complete grieving at that time of letting go? And what from your past would you like to carry forward? And now, because we are entering several new cycles astrologically right now, longer cycles, the moon will be in Taurus very soon, yet we will be in Saturn in Pisces energy for a couple years and Pluto in Aquarius energy for quite some time, long for the rest of most of our lives. And so really honoring that there is a sense right now of the beginning of the end, thanking these energies of the four directions for gathering around to hold us as we look first at what needs to be laid down. What needs to be laying down for the new cycle? It's not beautiful, Zayla. It's not, just like Zayla says here, it's not about grieving. It's about recognizing. But yes, if you feel sadness, allow that. What needs to be laying down can also be laying down in celebration because it's making space for what is ready to be picked up and carried into your next iteration of life. It's like every day, not just every year of life, but every day of life is an opportunity for something new and to carry through something from before. So just taking a moment to honor what that is right now. And I'm sensing it like perhaps you feel like putting your hands out like me. I'm sensing it like there's all that I have carried through. There's pieces in my past that I've lain down, things that I'm laying down now. There are things that I'm picking up anew, and there are the things that I'm carrying through. So everything from the past and the future, take a deep breath and bring it in to your heart, into the sliver of time represented by this moment. And I invite full presence in this moment. And any particular energies or guides that you like to work with, the elemental energies that I mentioned, the earthly and heavenly energies, any angelic presences that you feel called to invite. I'm taking a moment right now to just open this circle to invite only those beneficent energies that will support the healing and support the wisdom that's to come through. And immediately there are those trees. They've been waiting to join our circle more fully. They've been kind of on the outskirts. There's Grandfather Cedar and Grandmother Willow. That beautiful Uncle Pine and Auntie Oak. Tune in to what trees are showing up for you right now in our circle. And I'm going to take a little bit of time to invite in the trees and invite in a deeper connection to your soul essence by sounding the bowls, and then our circle will be open and we will dive into some fun readings and share some wisdom and insights and inspirations together. So ground into your feet, feel your connection to the earth, and open to receive the breath. As you receive the sounds of these instruments, I'm just going to check my audio and make sure I have it set properly before settings, before I start, just because I want to make sure that you're going to get the sound. I think I might have it set for interview mode right now, which doesn't allow, yes. So I'm going to turn off the echo and turn on the stereo so the bowls can come through for you, and gongs. And I really invite you to just open with the breath, receive the healing that is there for you, and notice where your attention and where your breath is drawn to. There's an inner healer inside of you that knows exactly what is needed and will take care of it when you allow. So breathing, grounding, receiving, opening, as if something greater were breathing into you. And we have some rain starting up outside. Ah, the music of the rain, cleansing, purifying, balancing the fire. beautiful rainfall outside right now, friends. Notice where you feel the vibration. Take a deeper breath into that space. I'm feeling a really strong presence of Grandfather Cedar coming in today. And Grandfather Cedar was the first tree that showed me the network of communication that the trees hold for us around the earth. So wherever you are, there you are, and there is a tree somewhere in the vicinity. So I invite in a connection to your inner tree, to your toroidal energy field. Trees, like humans, have a heart, a center of energy that is the generator of our beautiful toroidal energy field that flows up through the central channel from the earth, out through the crown and around. And the earth also has a toroidal energy field. So you can visualize this as our connecting point, as our energy wings, and that we can expand this energy outside of the normal 10 to 30 feet that we normally function in as humans to connect around the entire earth. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to connect in with all of your beautiful comments in a moment and see who has requested a personal reading. I'm going to silence my phone so it doesn't distract me. Wow, I'm feeling a really powerful resonance. So before we go into personal messages that may want to come through, the trees would like me to share a little bit more about how they hold the records for us. They hold the wisdom, they hold the consciousness field, and they have invited anyone who feels called. They would love assistance in holding this consciousness field, because there aren't as many trees as there once were. Many have fallen too soon, just like those loved ones that we were honoring earlier. And so anyone who feels called to drop into this consciousness field on a regular basis is invited to really tune into assisting the movement of awareness outside of your personal sphere. Whatever that looks like for you, tune into what that looks like right now. And I'm hearing a really powerful calling, almost like a bell. Zayla says it's 11 p.m. in Dublin, Ireland. It is 3 o'clock p.m. here in west coast of U.S. in Oregon. And there's a powerful calling to take the time to really drop in to your authentic service to the world. And if you are not feeling supported in that service, to really drop into what are you calling in to support you in bringing your deep gifts to the world. Because this is a community of healers, of wisdom keepers, of connectors, yes. We are the ones who have been called to bring humanity back into balance with nature. I know if you're called to me, that's true, just because I can feel the vibration. I can feel that this is who's gathering around me, and the trees are really asking you to see your own power. They want you to see yourself the way that they see you. This is for all of you in this collective. If you are watching this video, the trees know you, they recognize you, they see you, and they are asking you to turn the light around, to look at yourself the way that they see you, as the amazing wizard, magician, sorceress of creation that you are. You are a carrier of deep medicine. Please. And again, this is coming from this collective vibration that I'm feeling to each and every one of you watching this video. Please, this is what you're here for, to bring this medicine to light. And I know, I mean, this is me, Kira, talking right now. I know how little reward there is. So much when we bare our soul and bring our deep medicine to the world, it's not recognized. And this is the calling that we are being invited into in this collective. If you are really, and again, this is coming directly from that vibration, if you are really sincere about making a change in the world, that's where it's going to come from, is really just gathering your courage. And this is what the trees are here for. They have, when you feel like you're being blown off course, come back into connection with any tree that you feel called to. Even the little young saplings are connected to this deep collective wisdom holding grid. And we, as visionaries, as healers, as change makers, this is actually how they're stopping us, is through self-doubt. Oh, pardon me, but when you say something and the burp comes, that means it's clearing the energy, it's clearing the path for you to bring your medicine to the world, because that's what you're here for. So, this is really powerful to really just connect to what does your medicine feel like. So before we go into personal readings, and yes, Raven, I'm going to go through all the comments and make sure I get to all of you who have requested a personal reading. This is a moment for each and every one of you, before we go there, to really just drop in. I invite you to just gently tap your heart or place both hands there. Actually, do both. First tap and then place both hands, and drop down into the center of your heart and feel the medicine that you are carrying. Recognize this medicine may feel like a deep wound, because your deep wounds are actually creating a medicine inside of you. You are alchemizing these wounds in order to bring your medicine to the world. So If it still feels like it's in wound form, that's because you were invited in to be in this healing collective space with me today so that it can be alchemized. So let's do a little breath together before we go in to really invite in a deeper alchemizing of whatever core wounds have been blocking you from bringing this medicine forth. So I invite you to bring your hands to your thighs, your feet to the floor, and allow the breath to rush into you like a powerful wind, opening the chest. And exhale, relax out through the mouth. Let the breath rock you. And with each inhale, let it be a powerful opening of the heart. With each exhale, relax a little more, release a little more fully. Breathe into the back and the sides of the heart as well as the front. And we'll do 7 more. Magic 7. 6 more. 5. Opening up more space with the breath. 3 more. Deeper, fuller than ever before. Relaxing on the exhale. 2 more. Last one. Full deep breath and hold for just a moment at the top. Relax onto the hold, swallow, relax the belly, relax the mind, and open the lips, and just allow this last breath to leave slowly, softly. And just allow the alchemizing process. You don't need to understand, but if you're getting insights, inspirations, and you feel like you want to take notes, you can. But just know that the alchemizing process is happening. Thank you so much for all of you who are here with me live. And if you are on the replay, also let me know, because you're here exactly when you're meant to be. All right, so connecting back in with the trees, and before I go into the comments, I'm going to go ahead and connect in with the beautiful Florentine Bishops, who asked me, she told me she would not be able to be here live, so I offered to give her a reading anyways. So Florentine, here it is. Florentine, beautiful soul. Florentine is an animal communicator and a very powerful healer. Florentine, as soon as I connected to your energy, it was like a whoosh of wings popping out. So, there's a really strong invitation for, okay, the way I'm getting it is your time. There's a sense that maybe you've been like on the edge of the precipice and you don't entirely trust your wings to hold you if you take that leap of faith. What I'm hearing for you, dear Florentine, is you have got this. Your wings are not just beginning to grow. Your wings are fully developed. You have your flight feathers, and when you open your wings fully, you will soar. So there's there's something coming up that maybe you've been holding back, and there's a really strong invitation to really take that leap of faith. that you trust yourself. It's about trusting yourself. It's not about trusting others. And maybe there are, I'm sure, I can guarantee that there have been many people that you've put your trust in that have dropped you. But it's not about being able to trust other people. It's about being able to trust yourself. And you can, because you have all that it takes. Your wings are fully developed. Your flight feathers have grown in. It's time to take that leap. So I'd love to hear when you get a chance to drop in on the replay, Florentine, if that resonated for you. Usually I only give the personal readings to people who are here with me live, but Florentine dropped in a request earlier, and I thought, well, why not? Here we are. And yeah, with the time zones, it can be challenging. I really just want to honor all of you that come on to my lives from the UK and from Europe. And yeah, so nice to be here with you. All right, I'm going to scroll back up because I want to get to all of you in order, and I'm seeing more requests coming up. Let's see where we go. Let's see, we've got Candy Cornet in Mexico. Take a sip of water. Tune in to Candy's energy. Oh, Candy, there's a really sweet innocence coming through as soon as I touch your energy. And I'm sensing your power is in touching into your innocence, touching into your vulnerability. There's, again, similar to what I said with Florentine in terms of trusting herself. It's showing me that you have built a wall around this like precious, tender heart that you carry. And this innocence, this child that's inside of you is practically begging for you to bring her to the forefront. And it's this world, this society that we live in, this modern, fast-paced world, it teaches us that we need to climb over each other. We need to be competitive. We need to be strong. We need to protect ourselves. Don't talk to strangers. It's like your inner child was told, don't talk to strangers, and you have disconnected somehow. The message is really all about let your inner child come to the forefront, because when you allow yourself to be reconnected to that innocent magic, okay, there it is, the magic. You are carrying a magic that you are denying the world to see, because there's that deep wound we were talking about earlier. And your magic, Candy, is like that whimsical forest fairy energy, or no, it's the whimsical flower fairy energy, those fairies that come out to celebrate the blossom. So there's an invitation to really allow yourself to blossom, to fully express that tender heart that you carry. And this is a gateway to bliss for you. It's not about giving yourself away to another. It's about giving yourself that blissful blossoming experience. So I really invite you to connect to that inner child, that innocent part of you that maybe turned into a cynic, and ask her, how would you like to play in this life? What way have I been avoiding playing and laughter and bringing through that deep innate joy that even has been there through the hard times, through the sadness, through all of the life experiences that made you so cynical? Whew, that was really deep, Candy. Thank you for requesting, and let me know if that resonates. So we have the next request is Penny. Oh, Penny. It's almost bringing tears to my eyes, the depth of the wisdom that I see you carrying, dear sweet soul. You need to be heard. And yeah, there's a powerful calling to shout it from the rooftops. There's a message that you carry, and maybe it feels like other people are also or already talking about it. I don't know, Penny, are you a writer? I feel that there's a really powerful message that you carry, and it's time to bring it into the light in a more powerful way. So, yeah, it's needed. I just keep hearing your wisdom is needed. And whether you're already a speaker or a writer or a teacher or a healer, there's a request. It's not even an invitation, it's a request. Like, will Penny Nevitt please come to the stage now to share her wisdom, because it's time. And so there's a really big calling here. And if there has been trauma or naysayers, maybe it's just like the naysayers, your loved ones that, or maybe it's even yourself that doesn't really believe that you'll actually do it. But there's like a next level. So wherever you are now, I'm hearing step up, take a stand, next level. I hope that resonates. Let me know. And I love what you're sharing about learning astrology and the beech tree. And oh yeah, let's connect more, dear soul. I will connect with you one-on-one so we can share more about all of that. Oh, and Zayla, thank you so much. Yes, let's also connect one-on-one. I do have some information for you. And looking at all of your messages here, I don't see a request for a reading. If you would like a reading, let me know. But thank you so much for sharing. And I feel called to share. We were talking about grieving, and you said, I don't cry, I just walk forward and start my day. Haven't cried at all for 25 years. Life is not about sadness or grieving, about going forward without dwelling. 100% agree, Zela, and sometimes crying is the way that we move through things. And so there may be an invitation to give yourself permission to cry. If you'd like a deeper reading, please let me know. We have Raven Grace. Oh, sweet soul. there's a really grounding presence coming in when I connect with your energy. And so is this, okay, it's coming through like you are such a grounding presence for others, and you don't always receive that from yourself. So there's an invitation to really look at how others might see you. And as soon as I said that, there was kind of a stickiness, like there are certain people who you don't want to look at how they see you, but then you have such powerful medicine. Just like I was saying to the collective earlier, Raven, the medicine you carry is so deep and connected and grounding, and you are able to give that to yourself when you really honor that you are worthy of receiving that same grounding presence that you offer to others when you sit in service in all the ways that you do. And there's a really powerful message here for you, Raven, to stop discounting that you are a powerful manifester. You are, oh my gosh, so powerful. You have so much deep strength and presence and even stability. It's like there's a little bit of laughter that comes through in the word stability. It's kind of like the weeping willow, right? The big solid trunk, but when the windstorm comes, those floppy branches flail around. That's how they're showing it to me. They're really inviting you to recognize, all the activity that happens that feels like so much chaos, and I know we've all been in so much chaos lately. There's just been, the collective has been in chaos. So as multidimensional healers, as way showers, as light bringers, we may be experiencing it even more powerfully, and we have to recognize that there's always that stable core to come back to. And the more that you can just recognize, oh, all that chaos, that isn't me. I can look at it through this lens of stability, and then I can have the experience of being a stable presence for myself, just like I'm able to show up that way for others. And I don't know, Raven, if this is sounding like this to you, but I remember when someone told me that I have a grounding presence, and I was like, oh, great, that's lovely for you that I have such a grounding presence. I wish I felt that way inside. And slowly over time, eventually I figured out how to give that to myself. And so good luck with that, and let me know if it resonates for you. All right. Good night, Penny. Take care of yourself as your husband's carer. And I'm glad that message was inspiring for you. And I'm just coming back to, yes, I'm still offering readings. I will stick around for a few more minutes. And it looks like Melissa is the last request I'm seeing at this moment. And so I'm so glad that resonates for you, Raven. You are so welcome. Now let's see who was next. It looks like Eileen Marie. It's so good to see you, sweet friend. Yay. Oh, so there's a really interesting visual. It's just really making me laugh. Eileen, I'm seeing like the teenage slumber party, and I don't know, like I'm just gonna invite what did you learn at the teenage slumber parties that you attended? I don't know. I'm like everything I think of that I learned at a teenage slumber party seems like a kind of weird twisted game or something. And okay, I'm kind of getting a little bit more information around why the slumber party image is coming in. Yeah, there's also like the social dynamic of teenage years coming in really strongly. But I think what it is for you, Eileen, is you're really good at playing the game, and there's this rewrite your story coming in really strongly. Like, is it time to rewrite the story, to like really fully start playing your own game, because you have all these amazing tools, and I know you and I haven't talked in a little while, so I don't know what you're up to these days, but I'm feeling like it's like now you've figured out this game and you figured out that game and you got really good at playing the games, and the whole time you've been like, I don't want to play games. I just want to make the world a better place. And yet the facility that you have with the games is actually the key to rewriting your story, to creating something new. Wow, there's like a lot of depth in this message. I think there's oh yeah, and the other piece is there's a whole crew to support you, that you are not fully utilizing the resources available to you. So there's an invitation to look at what resources, and resources aren't always money or jobs or things. Resources are also resilience and humor. I know humor is coming in really strongly, that humor is the key to the rewriting of your story and playing your own game and fully embodying the amazing, powerful woman that you are, that way shower. You really truly are a way shower, and yet there's a leading from behind, which that may be part of, like, if you want to lead from behind, that's fine. Give yourself permission to do that. Which doesn't mean you're pushing, right? It just means like I'm circling back to make sure the whole crew is with us. So you all go on ahead, and I'll just gather up the stragglers. Oh, sometimes the imagery that comes through in these energetic readings is really funny. Okay, I'm getting another translation here that there's an invitation to really gather all parts of you and harness all of these experiences that you can step into the next iteration just more fully embodied in all of you. So it may be that you've kind of scattered your energy and you need to gather it in. So let me know if that resonates for you, dear Eileen. So good to have you here with me live today. So happy to see you. I love that. This is exactly where you're at. Actually writing it, creating your... Yay! Congratulations, sister. So cool. Yay, yay, yay. So happy to hear. There are a couple more of you here. I'll try not to miss any of you. You all kind of popped on at once. Let's see. Gina Johnston. Not quite too late. So happy to see your puppy love face there, dear Gina. I'll just tune in for a moment to your energy. And I'm feeling an invitation to really rest back into the support. Yes, it's the support of the trees and the ancient wisdom there. It's the support of the ancestral wisdom that you carry. Yeah, there's a feeling, Gina, that perhaps you've been trying too hard and missing that there's so much support available to you when you just give yourself some breathing room. I'm just really hearing give yourself some breathing room. Rest into what is there for you and trust. So it's trust yourself, but it's even more trust that the resources are there, and it's not all about you creating them. It's about you allowing yourself to be supported. Oh, so let's just take a breath into that. I think there are many here that needed to hear that, myself included. Beautiful. So let me know if that resonates for you, Gina. And I'm going to move on to Melissa. Hello, beautiful Melissa. So nice to see you here today. And there is so much excitement around your energy. Dear sister, I feel like it's like they're singing your accolades, like, yay, she's here, she's alive, she's embodied, she's doing it, yay. So have you been allowing yourself to celebrate how far you've come? Because I know sometimes we accomplish things, but we're always looking at the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And for you, Melissa, it's time to let yourself really celebrate how far you've come and then harness all of that amazing celebratory energy in order to set that next bar for yourself. So let me know if that resonates, dear one. And Gina, happy birthday to your mom on the other side of life. I really feel that what a beautiful opportunity to come on in this ancestral wisdom space to celebrate your mom and what you are continuing on her behalf. So beautiful. Oh, Eileen, I'm glad they were all resonating for you. So perfect. I love that about these Oh, that's funny. I knew Melissa had asked for a reading. Okay, let's see. I think we aren't. I think that might be all. Oh, there's one more. Linda B. Love. Yay, I'm so glad that resonated for you and you. Thank you. And yes, celebrate. Yay. All right, we have one more. Linda B. Love. Dear sister. Oh. Yeah, there's yours is kind of similar, Linda, but it's less about celebrating yourself and more about honoring yourself. And in what way can you honor yourself more deeply? In what way have you been focusing outward and turn that back within? Because you are such a deep wisdom keeper. You are such a powerful holder of the divine feminine container, and your family is so important, and you're such a powerful caregiver, and your honoring of yourself is what's needed right now. So whatever that means to you, to give yourself, like the way that I'm seeing it is as if you create an altar to yourself and you lay flowers at your own feet and pour libations as the amazing goddess that you are. And that's what these the Tree Collective wants for you, is to really feel honored and to really allow yourself to give yourself that honor, as if, because you are, as if you were the embodiment of the goddess that you are. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you, each and every one who requested a reading. Oh, sweetness. I'm so glad that resonated for you. Love you. So good. Oh, it's been so fun to be here with all of you today and just ground into this amazing wild energy of the black moon Aries eclipse and drop into this divine wisdom space. I'm going to go ahead and close our circle now. So let's take a deep breath together, and I will chime in the final bowl that wasn't heard earlier. So taking a moment to ground in all of the wisdom, thank you to the energies of the four directions, the elementals, the Mother Earth, the Father in the heavens, the energy of life that we all share. Thank you for gathering us together in sacred ceremony, that we may touch our energetic wings and be uplifted with the breath, breathing together as one. We close this circle. Oh, and as we close the circle, the raven came back in that was showing up in our sound healing earlier. Raven is that magician energy, the bearer of fire, the parter of heaven and earth, the lifter of the heavens. And Raven is coming in now to just ground in the wisdom that you carry as a powerful healer and way shower and light bringer. And there's such a deep invitation to honor who you truly are by speaking what is true to you and sharing that deep medicine that you carry. And so I again lay down the intention to show up in service in the way that Spirit calls me, and I trust you to reach out or drop a comment if you feel called to work together more deeply in your personal healing journey, or learn more about the electrolyzed reduced water that I have added into my bag of tools. And until we meet again, so much love, so much light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.